Hi team, happy start of your second week. And this is really the first week that we're gonna start going and like trying to hit those macros, seeing how we can do that. So now that they're all entered in, we'll get started. The first thing I want you to do, it might be the hardest, is to literally try to forget everything you know about quote unquote dieting. Everything that you think is like healthy or like the right thing to do or whatever, it ends up being a lot more distracting. And I want you to just try to focus on the fact that macro counting is really just being given guidelines, like boundaries to stay within. It's not strict, it's not specific, it's just a general idea. So there's no meal plans here. I'm never going to write up something and say you need to follow this to a T, because that is not sustainable. You can't go out to a restaurant like that. You can't eat with your children. You need to find something that works for you and your lifestyle. And even like today versus tomorrow, they could be very different. So basically your body needs all three macros or macronutrients. That's carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Yes, your body needs carbohydrates. Everyone does. So it's not as complicated as people make it out to be. Basically, if you want to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. That means eating less calories than you are burning. And so if we can do that, that means that we could eat a whole diet of McDonald's. If we were in a calorie deficit, we could lose weight. And if we understand that, then that can be pretty freeing. And we can understand that like no food is going to ruin your diet. It all can fit in. So you can understand that like I would encourage you to eat vegetables and like whole foods and that kind of thing for the majority of what you're taking in. But you can also fit in the not so nutrient dense foods, cake and ice cream and all that, so that you can understand that this can be pretty sustainable for everyday life. So what I want you to do is look at your numbers, your logs for the last several days. Your numbers that I put in will be reflected on each day, so you can compare how you lined up. And then I want you to look at things that need to be tweaked. Are your calories higher than what are prescribed? Is your protein lower than what our aim is? And I want you to think about how you can adjust that. Maybe trying to add more protein in is majority of what I'll see. A lot of people's fats are a little bit high, and so we need to try to mitigate that. And then I will try to help you with some groceries that I like to pick up and some tips and tricks this week.